Hey everybody, it's Ruby. I hope everybody's doing fantastic. Let's get you guys some messages for today for the collective energy. Dogs, getting together with friends. May, something could have happened in May, or you could be dealing with a Taurus or a Gemini. Peace and harmony, wind chimes. And the sun. I'm actually hearing wind chimes in my head. And then turned over here at the very end, we have the wealth card. So somebody could be coming into some money or some abundance in some way. That's more than I was trying to get. It's more than I was trying to get. But we got to take what comes out. Okay. All right. So let's see what the overall energy is here for the collective energy. What is going on right now for the collective? Okay, this one wanted to flip over and then it turned back. Winning streak. Okay, awesome. Everything you touch turns to gold. Look at that. Literal gold, holding it right there. You got game. Unbroken chain of achievements. Okay. So this is an amazing reading. I don't really know exactly what this is about yet. But yeah, awesome. So you're an athlete here. I'm seeing you show up as like this athlete. You have this huge award you're getting ready to have. There's this chain of achievements. Something that your friends are doing that could be helping you through this time. But you're on the path to happiness and well-being here and peace and harmony in a situation. So that's amazing. Let's see what other energy you're coming out as. Okay. One just kind of flipped out. A player. But I'm actually seeing this as an actual athlete. So that's how it's coming out, like a player of a game, a basketball player, right? So not that you play basketball, but that's how I'm actually seeing it. Okay. You could also be, like with this wealth card here and this winning streak here, there's some sort of chance that you're taking. And it could actually be in love in some way. So let's see if another one wants to come out. Expert of romance, a socialite of charm. Captain, navigator of destiny. So you are taking the lead in something. Okay, and whatever it is has to do with friends involved. There's something very important about the month of May. Happiness and well-being are here. So everything you touch is going to be turning to gold. Let's get an overall card in the tarot. So I'm just seeing a lot of wish fulfillment and happiness coming in right now. If this is your reading. Let's get one card overall. Oh my God, we have the Two of Cups. You're winning a relationship. That's what I was feeling. So there's something about this where you're attracting your person, the person that you are destined to be with. Spirit is setting this up. This is going to be such an easy relationship. I feel like this is going to be someone where you just feel like you know each other, you understand each other. There's not a lot of drama. You can just be yourself. You can just be happy. You can just be in the moment. You can enjoy everything that you're seeing around you. You and this person just have this amazing vibe. And you see how there are two different colors here of the dogs, right? And these people are obviously different too. So there's something about you that is different with each other, where you might look at you guys together and you're like, oh, that's an interesting couple somehow, right? But you just complement each other perfectly. So That's really cool. And I feel like this person, it's almost like you're manifesting in someone to help, because my guides were having me pull another card for the character cards. So this person could be leading, could be a leader that you're manifesting in. This could definitely be soulmate energy. Whatever this is a lot of happiness. I mean, that a round of cards that I had come out of that tea leaf oracle deck is auspicious. It's beautiful energy. It's happiness and well-being. I mean, I'm just kind of speechless looking at it here. Everything you touch turns to gold. An unbroken chain of achievements. So my guides are showing me how their hands are interlocked here. It's like once you come into contact with this situation, or if this is somebody from the past, once you guys reunite, it's like nothing else is ever the same again. So we'll see if we get, and I'm getting goosebumps. I'm getting goosebumps on my arm. I'm just so happy for you. But I'm really feeling like once you come into this agreement or this union, this energy of these hands being held like this, once that happens, it's like nothing else will ever be the same again. So I'm wondering if we're going to be getting some major arcana here, because it looks like this is very spiritually led. All right. Oh my God. And what is on the bottom but the 10 of frick-frackin' cups and the Ace of Swords? Yes, this is the truth. Yes, this is your happily ever after. Yes, this is so easy. When you guys come together, this is what it's going to look like. This is what it's going to feel like. A warm, hot cup of cocoa in front of the fireplace with your perfect person, with your perfect match. And if this is somebody that you haven't met yet, this is the person that's coming in. You're attracting that in with that player energy. It says socialite of charm, expert of romance, leisurely life, elegance. That card to me comes across as like the 9 of Pentacles energy, where you're kind of attracting people towards you, and then you get this captain coming towards you like, you know, I'm here, I'm the leader, right? So energy can be vice versa or interchangeable. Please don't try to make anything fit. However, if this reading is for you, yay! Okay, so why is this happening now? Why is this happening now? So interesting, because I was thinking about how that player energy, a lot of people would kind of assign that to the Knight of Wands, which I assign it to the 9 of Pentacles, but some people would. But I think that this person is somebody who in the past, yeah, with the World card, major arcana, just like I was talking about. Somebody who in the past, it's like they struggled with being in and out, not really being consistent. So whether it was with you or whether it was the way that they would handle relationships in the past, they were just kind of like not really somebody who would stick around. Okay, so they were a knight, which knights do a lot of movement, and this knight is very fast. He's the second fastest knight in the entire deck to me. But in the end, this person is done carrying their wand around. They're done carrying their wand around. It's become a little bit too much. So it's like, why is this happening now? Well, because the way that they have been doing things in their life, whether it was with you in the past, right? Or for some of you, this is going to be a new person coming in, that it's time for those patterns to change, because they're at the end of a cycle. So they're at not the end of just one cycle, they're at the end of a huge cycle, a huge chapter that's getting ready to change. And it's successful because they're going to be moving into a partnership which is lucrative in every way possible, because it's abundance in every way possible. Okay. What does Spirit have to say about this? This is going to be an ultimate wish fulfillment relationship for both of you. I feel like you guys are going to both be really happy. You're going to be like, oh my God, this is going to feel like you won the lottery. Everything that you guys touch together is going to feel like it's turning to gold. Okay. We have the 9 of Cups. I was saying the ultimate wish fulfillment. Okay, so Spirit's talking about how this is the ultimate wish fulfillment. And I think they're saying here that this was a surprise. I feel like this is somebody who in the past really got in their own way, really got in their own head, or you did, right? But it's like with this Lionsgate portal that we just had, I feel like there was a really huge change with the way that this person viewed things. It's almost like they went through the portal energy, and what changed is their viewpoint on the way that they had been living their life before. And they're like, you know what? My happiness is through these doors, through these wands, right? Through the 1111 portal. And this couple's here, right? And they're living their best life. So something must have happened that shifted their view on happiness, okay? Shifted their view. And this may have started right around May. But they're like, my view on what happiness is changing. It's changing. It's shifting. My view on the importance of physical, tangible money is changing. And here my guides are pointing me to this light. So it's like they're getting ready to break free, and it's coming through their throat chakra. Okay? So this person could owe you an apology if this is someone from the past. But I think that this is going to be wish fulfillment here, but it's going to be starting with this flirtation energy. But it's like having to turn your back on this being in your head element first in order to move. It's like almost a sequential energy. They've had to take steps, all the while accumulating burdens as they were moving through the energy. It's like all of these things holding them back, keeping them bound, keeping them in their head. Okay? All of this burden is going to almost immediately be worth it. Let's see what's under here. Yeah, 5 of Swords. Yes, cutting themselves free from something. They had to go inside, deep inside, right? To figure out what they wanted. And again, that's what I'm saying, is that this person had to, it's almost like if this is somebody from the past for you, sometimes I see the Hermit as Spirit kind of putting people in that position to be like kind of in the timeout chair. Okay, so I feel like this person had to go inside. They either kind of went ghost on you, or Spirit made certain circumstances happen in their life that put them in the position where they had to go inside and reassess and kind of go into their hermit's cave. Okay. And it was all part of this process, right? So something happened. This could have been self-sabotage, the way that they were treating themselves. I really feel like it was with these cards here. Okay. And so it's like that pushed them into this dark night of the soul kind of energy here. Okay. So that's what Spirit wants to say about this. Okay. Any potential blocks? Interesting. I have one card that is actually in here upside down. So 5 of Pentacles here. Page of Wands was the one that was upside down. So when something like that happens in a reading, it's all relevant. Once I start the reading, Spirit is part of this with me. So I really feel like for this particular situation, there was some sort of mindset of lack when it came to the reason why they would behave in this way with this Knight and Page type energy. The type of people that they would approach, or the type of people that they would feel like they were worth having. This was something deep inside of them that kept them in their head, that kept them in a self-sabotaging energy where they would seek and find people who they were on the level of the way that they felt about themselves energetically, right? There's no real good or bad, right? We're all energy. Okay, so what they were seeking out was not fulfilling to them in the long term, but it was what they felt like they deserved. And so I think whether they've met you or not, this is kind of what they've gone through. And the potential block is staying in that energy of feeling like they don't deserve what they really need to have, which is about opening their throat chakra, speaking up, giving into something that is perhaps out of their comfort zone. Because believe it or not, people who have a lot of happiness and wealth and things coming towards them, if you were raised in an environment or a home life or the way that you viewed the world differently, where you didn't really feel like you were worth that energy, then you're not going to seek that wealth out. You're going to be in a mindset of lack or a mindset of what you deserve to be less than. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and grab a Sacred Woundings card here. We'll figure out what that is really quick. Okay, because if this is your reading, this is going to be important for you. And if this is a soulmate, then you could be having some sort of mirroring energy with that. Okay, so let's get a little bit more. I wanted to fall down. Fear of change. Right, absolutely. That's what I'm saying is, and then on the bottom we have fear of the future. So let's go ahead and read this one. A fear of change will show up as resistance or anxiety towards new experiences, often rooted in past instability or the unknown. It may manifest as a fear of loss, doubt in your ability to adapt, or a desire to stay in comfort zones, urging you to embrace transformation and trust in your capacity for growth and resilience. That's what I'm talking about, guys. It's exactly what I'm saying. This Knight of Wands energy was a pattern. This Page of Wands energy with the Five of Pentacles has been a pattern for this person. Okay? This is what they're needing to overcome. This is why they're in that energy of the Hermit. It's time for them to embrace transformation. I'm seeing the Death card, which is what that is. It's the end of the old and the beginning of the new, fully transformed, right? So let's see what the fear of the future is. Interesting. I don't know if it's meant to be this way, but it looks like half this person's face is wrinkly, like they're old, and half of it is youthful looking. This shows up as anxiety, overthinking, and an overwhelming sense of uncertainty about what lies ahead. This fear may manifest as a tendency to worry excessively about outcomes, making it difficult to take risks or move forward with confidence. So it's kind of like an offshoot of the same fear, the fear of change and the fear of the future. And this has resulted in the alignment being off, like what I was saying. Who this person is as a soul is meant to be of a higher alignment, but these patterns kept this person in this place. Okay, and when they meet you, if they haven't already, it's going to be triggering this wound because they're going to see you as the sun. They're going to see you as a socialite of charm and elegance, and the Nine of Pentacles energy, somebody who exudes elegance, who exudes beauty, someone who takes care of themselves, but somebody who wants them, even though they feel like they're different, okay, than you. And you guys are going to have this bond, and they're going to be feeling like deep down, although they want it more than anything, that they're struggling still with their own ability to receive and their own past patterns of self-sabotage. Okay? Okay. So let's go ahead and get another deck here. Yeah, here's the Tower on the split with the King of Swords. Again, this comes down to throat chakra energy. You are going to blow their world up. You're going to blow their world up as they know it. this fear of change, it's like if this is something that they need to address, the reason why you're meeting them at this time now, and you could have met them in May, or there could be something important in May. I just keep getting pulled to that card here. But it's changing everything in their life. And you guys together are meant to be, because you're going to end up being a power couple. You're going to end up, everything you guys touch together is going to turn to gold. And once you guys unite and they work on these wounds, this fear of change, this fear of the future, how this is showing up in their life, and why they're stuck in this energy, they're going to have to work through that energy in order for them to get to that place. And perhaps you do too, because a lot of times we have mirroring energies with our twin flames, our soulmates, high level soulmates, or even karmic energy. But this is not a karmic situation. This is someone who self-sabotages and could hurt you as a result. Okay, so yeah, Ace of Swords. They're like, yes, this person is not intending to hurt you. Your truth is triggering them, right? And the truth of this and what this could be is triggering you. You guys, the truth here on both sides is triggering. That's because you're meant to learn from this relationship, and you're meant to give in this relationship. This person, I think in the past, they felt like they could get away with having this facade and mask up with other people. But you saw right through it immediately. And they were like, wait a minute, you see through this mask here? I don't like that. I don't like that at all. No, I don't like that. You see me behind the tree? I'm hiding behind the tree. You see that? Okay. So yeah, let's see kind of what's coming up in the next month or so. This is coming in. Okay. I do feel like this person is having to see all of this, to kind of address all of this, to kind of be like, oh my God, there's all these things that I need to work through and address here, and I need to talk to this person. Okay, so let's get 2 rounds of cards. If you already know this person, let's do that first. So if you know this person and what's coming in next, if this person is somebody from the past, what is coming in next? For the collective, Emperor, there he goes. Captain, dear Captain, or whatever the phrase is. Oh, Captain, my Captain. Yeah, taking control. This is somebody who has not only worked through everything, they have gone from the Page to the Page of Wands to the Knight of Wands to probably the King of Wands, worked through all of the King energy, and is now coming out the butterfly from the cocoon. All right, they have gone through this whole range of emotions now, and they're getting ready to change things. Okay, they're tired of this life where they weren't really collaborating and building with other people. That's what's getting ready to change here. Okay, anything else for this Emperor? Anything else for this Emperor card here? Okay. 2 of Wands. And I'm just going to take the bottom. Okay, because there was a big chunk that fell out. But this is all about taking control to choose a new path. Do things differently. To choose a new path in life. The 2 of Wands is about standing at the precipice of a decision. And taking a new path. It's like switching timelines, going ahead and walking through that gate. Okay. If this is a new person, what is going to be coming in next for the situation? Somebody coming towards you that you haven't met before, that you don't know. What is coming in next? 8 of Swords. So they have to start out in the energy that I was talking about in the beginning. Let's start at the very beginning. It's a very good place to start. It's a very good place to end. It's not a good place to start. In their head. That's what I was talking about before. But it's like they're going to be starting at the beginning of the journey that I talked about, because you haven't met them yet. There's confusion, delusion. It's like, what way do I go? Should I wear my mask there? And there's a two of cups underneath. So as it jumped off, you know, again, that's not an accident. You saw right through them. That two of cups energy. You saw right through them. That's why we're at this place. So hopefully, you know, you, from your perspective, seeing this ahead of time, you're going to be like, okay, I understand this person has a fear of change. I understand this person has this fear of the future. And they have to go through these steps. You are going to be their friend, probably through these steps. But what's important for you is to work on your own stuff. So, speaking of that, let's get a message for you really quick. Message for the viewer. Message for the viewer watching this reading right now. The collective energy. Message for the viewer. Break free. It's so interesting, like I was saying, this is about your own worth. So this is a mirroring energy. There's something that you have to continue to work on to break free from, right? So you're being asked to break free from the tribe in order to live your authentic life. This isn't easy, but it's very necessary if you're going to share your true self with others. Be brave, be real, be you, and trust that those who love you will always be there for you. Because you can't give that to someone else. You can't be that stabilizing force, this to that person, until you work through that for you. But you're going to go first. All right, so that's what I have for you guys. Thank you so much. If this reading resonated for you, please pop something in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, do all the good things for me. And if you're interested in private readings, I have that information in the description box below. Bye, everybody.